When you hear about economic growth in the news, people often refer to this thing called GDP. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product, and while that might sound complex, the concept is actually pretty simple. If you added up the value of all the goods and all the services produced in a country over a specific period of time, say a year, the result would be GDP. Or equivalently, if you added up all the incomes earned by people in a country over the course of the year, that would be GDP too. GDP is one way of measuring the size of a country's economy and judging whether that economy is growing over time. So the citizens of a country with high GDP are likely to have high incomes and high standards of living. And if GDP goes up a lot, people are likely to be earning and spending more, and businesses are likely to be hiring and investing more. In other words, people are likely to be feeling better off. On the other hand, if GDP growth is weak or perhaps even falling, companies are likely to be cutting jobs, and people are likely to be earning and spending less, leaving them feeling worse off. Clearly, GDP isn't all that matters in life. GDP doesn't measure a whole raft of things that improve our well-being, like spending time with our families or living in a clean and safe environment. Nonetheless, economic growth still matters because sustained rises in GDP have been shown over the course of history to improve our health, our wealth, and our happiness. So suppose we have an economy that grows at around 2.5% a year. That's roughly what its historic average has been over the past 250 years. Now, 2.5% might not sound like a lot, but at that rate, when my children reach my age, the economy will be nearly 3 times bigger than it is today. My children's incomes will be nearly 3 times larger than mine. Einstein said that not all that can be counted counts, and he was right. But economic growth can be counted, and because of its role in boosting living standards, it really does count.